A Christmas Spark. Snow fell gently, covering the streets in the sparkling white blanket. Sophie was closing her little bookstore, slowly turning the key in the lock. The soft jingling of the shop's doorbell echoed in the stillness of the Christmas Eve. She paused for a moment, looking at the glowing shop windows of the other stores. The laughter and bustle seemed like they belonged to another world, far removed from her worries. For months, customers has been scarce. Her bookstore, her lifelong dream, seemed to be fading away. She sighed, adjusting her scarf, and turned to leave. Suddenly, a gust of wind pushed the door open behind her. Sophie turned and saw a little boy rushing inside. His coat was too big for him, and his cheeks were red from the cold. In his small hand, he held a crumpled dollar bill. "Excuse me, madam," he said timidly. "I'd like to buy a book for my sister." Surprised, Sophie looked at the boy. He seemed so young, yet his eyes sparkled with an emotion that felt far beyond his years. She knelt down to his side. "Is it for Christmas?" she asked gently. He nodded. "She loves stories, but we can't have a Christmas tree this year. I wanted to give her something special." Sophie felt her heart tighten. She stood and led the boy to a shelf where her favorite books were kept. She pulled out a slightly worn but beautiful collection of fairy tales. "This one is magical," she whispered. "I'm sure she will love it." The boy gazed at the book, his eyes wide with wonder. "But I don't know if I have enough," he said, holding up his bill. Sophie shook her head with a warm smile. "It's a gift from me, for you and your sister. Merry Christmas." She carefully wrapped the book in shiny paper, adding a small red bow. The boy thanked her with a joy that was almost tangible, as if she had handed him the greatest treasure in the world. The next morning, Sophie arrived early at the bookstore, her mind still clouded with uncertainty about his future. But as she looked up, she froze, her breath catching. A line of people stretched out in front of her door, each wearing a warm smile. In the middle of the crowd stood the little boy and his sister, holding the wrapped book close. "My sister loved the book," he said proudly. "I told everyone that your bookstore is magical." Customers began pouring in, sharing stories of the boy and Sophie's generous gesture. What had started as a simple gift had blossomed into an outpouring of kindness and joy. Sophie felt a new warmth fill her heart. On this Christmas day, her bookstore and her hope were revived. Sometimes, she thought, all it takes is a single spark to light up the darkness.